from here in Coral Springs. We actually have 3 little kids who were born down at Coral Springs Medical, just down the street, and in small business. I would definitely encourage you and all your colleagues in DC to look at all those slices of that pie and see what you can do about it. I also have another concern because I also happen to be a Muslim, and my concern is that I've read some of your comments regarding Muslims, and I'm a little worried about my children's future if that ends up being a prevalent view in this country. I ask you if the opportunity exists, because as far as I'm aware, you haven't taken the opportunity to meet with your Muslim constituents to explain yourself or to hear them.
Well, I think I've been very clear in explaining myself. I think that my service in this country, my service overseas in the Islamic world has been very clear. And your children are American children. And when I say I will protect the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, that means for every single American. That means for your child. When I talk about these slides up here, that means ensuring the fiscal future for your children and their national security. But what I have to tell you, there is a radical element out there. And I never talk about Muslims. I talk about a radical Islamic ideology. I talk about a theocratic political construct, which is very threatening to not just me, but it's threatening to you. You know, when I was in Afghanistan, when I was in Iraq, I had many Muslims that were being killed by the enemy. You know, I saw pictures of interpreters that worked with us who were found by the enemy and they were beheaded. I went in the villages where people were throwing acid on little girls that were going to school. Now, if you don't want me to stand up against that type of ideology, I got to tell you, I ain't changing. Because I
I'm very glad that you do, because I will tell you that for the majority, the overwhelming majority of Muslims here, I can't speak for everywhere because I'm only here, that is absolutely the case for them as well. So we applaud you for that. But again, I would think, and I still feel this is important, that you need to be able to meet with your constituents so that they understand.
No, let me tell you, and let's not turn this into a back and forth session.
I don't want to be.
You know, this gentleman by the name of Nizar Hamza, okay, he is not asking for a sit-down meeting. He's asking for a confrontation. But, you know, everything that I'm sitting here and talking about, it applies to you. It's no different. You know, so I don't understand what everyone is trying to make me out to be some type of, you know, devil or whatever. Let me tell you something. When I think about the fact that when people who stand up against this ideology, being a Muslim or whoever, Wafa Sultan has a fatwa on her head. Walid Faris has a fatwa on his head. You know, I want to protect them so that they can stand up. And if we have people that won't stand up and provide you the opportunity to live and have the freedoms, you came here to this country for freedoms and opportunity. The 3 interpreters from Afghanistan that I helped them to get their green card to come here, they came here for freedom and opportunity. That's who I am. And so instead of you guys going out there and creating all of this rabble-rousing, read my record and understand who I am. And that will be the truth of the Thank you very much.